Well, hello there. I'm Brighton, Cambridge, and if you took the time to listen to my last story, Argumentum ad Hominem, then I want to talk about it, and what it kind of means, and what I was thinking when I wrote it. Now, mainly it's about the big things and the little things. What are the big things? What are the little things in life? You know, I don't know. I mean, that's why I write, to try to figure those kinds of things out. Just play a story and let it roll. Now, with Argumentum ad hominem, the argument to man, to his individual prejudices and interests, I believe that's what the big things and little things are all about. It depends on the interest of each individual man or woman. Now, maybe hot for words can kind of figure what that would mean. And where those words came from. Argumentum ad hominem, the argument of man, which of course is Latin. Now, what is the argument of man? I believe the greatest argument is war. You get into an argument to the extent where you provoke violence upon your fellow brethren. Even though they may have different religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, they speak a different language, I don't know. But Argumentum ad hominem, the story is about two old men sitting and having coffee. And they're out, just like normal men do, smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee and talking about the weather, talking about each other, you know. And then the conversation comes up about what are the big things, what are the little things in war. Now, is the big thing the reason we go to war? Or is the big thing the people who die in war for those reasons? Now, I don't know the answer to that. I think Matthew, in the story, he says we're only human. We're still trying to figure those things out for each other. And I believe he's right. I believe they're both right. The boys are the big things. Those men who go to war, and women also, who go to war and die for whatever reason it is, whether the government sends them, or if it's the big things are the reasons. But I think we are still human. We're still trying to figure out how to cope and understand with different variations of human beliefs, human interests, human prejudices. And so that's what I want to ask you. What are the big things for you? What are the little things for you? What do they mean to you? I would love a video response. Now, I know everyone has an opinion, and now I believe it's time to stop having opinions. But even though I'm interested in what you have to say or what you think, but I believe it's time as a nation, as a world, as a humanity, as a mankind, that it's time to stop having opinions and start provoking change. Now, I know it's probably not going to happen in my lifetime. That's just wishful thinking. But I believe there is one day going to be a world where peace exists. Now, that time is maybe 100, 200,000 years from now, but I believe we can start doing some good and provoke change, to demand change from our governments, from our people, from our individual votes. Just one voice in a storm is nothing. It's like a dog barking against the rage of a machine. It can't be heard. But maybe that's why I write, just to be heard. And you know, I write not to give answers, but to provoke questions that the reader, or in this case the listener, will consider to answer for themselves. War. You know, America's been at war its entire existence. Every 30 years we go to war, on average. And we're a part of some war. But, and I know war provokes or invokes economy and help stimulate, revenue and that sort of thing, but I think it's time to change. We're spending billions of dollars to kill each other. And there's little babies dying in Africa because they don't have enough to eat. Well, you get my point. The story is about the big things, little things, and it kind of leads on to other things, the bigger picture, not just war, but human life, human sacrifice. So that's what I'm just hoping to get some comments or feedback. What are the big things? What are the little things to you? And I don't want I don't know. I want you to think about it before you post a video. And I want to hear from all across the world, whether you're Chinese, Vietnamese, Australian, in Europe, or Canada, America, Mexico, Brazil. I don't care what language you speak. You have a thought, you have a heart, you have a mind, you have an idea. Don't be afraid to share it. Again, thank you for joining me. I'm right in Cambridge, and that was a brief discussion on Argumentum ad hominem from my book, The New America. Have a great day.